Let me get further back. It's blurry. No. Oh. Hi. Okay. Well, I got a request from Darren Liz 1 that I wear a white dress, but the further I get with away from the camera, you can't see. It's not like the cutest thing, but it's what I have. Okay, so I'm gonna, before it wigs out, I guess I should get a little closer, and I'm gonna lift the camera a little bit. And I hope you can hear me. Okay. And not only was there a request to wear a white dress, but maybe to talk a little bit more about what's going on in this area. I kind of said everything I can say about this area, and then it's causing something in my direct messages, in my email, and a little bit in my comments that is making me not want to talk about them anymore. I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. I keep bringing it down and keep bringing it up, and I hope everybody's fine, and I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone is well, and thank you for my new subscribers, and thank you for my subscribers, period. And I guess before I get into that, the elephant in the room that I keep getting asked about is my Instagram. It has been disabled. So I'm imagining that someone flagged it, and you know how they do, they don't actually look. They just take your page down. But it could have also been me. It could have been they just felt like I was going overboard. But when you think about what other people put on their pages, it would be kind of unfair. And it could have been a robot. I have sex in my name, so the robot probably was like, yeah, obviously this is not a page that should be up. So when I actually went to I went against it, or I tried to send them a letter appealing it. Excuse me. I tried to appeal it, but they aren't letting me. It's kind of like there's a glitch with Facebook where they tell you, oh, your email address is so old, you should change it. And then you go and try and change it, and all the things that are set up in Facebook that would allow you to change it, because I do need to change my email that is set up to my Facebook account, but it won't. It's like some kind of glitch that won't actually allow you to change it. The same thing with Instagram. When I tried to appeal, it would not accept my username. Even if I put, like, my username is my username, it's not Instagram.com/my username. It is my username. It would not allow me to put in my username. And then I tried it, Instagram.com/my username. It wouldn't allow me to do that. So I could not appeal it. And because I was so irritated, I've been through this with MySpace, Facebook, something changed in my Yahoo. I really, it's so difficult for me to actually put something up. I didn't want to repost things, and I really just was debating whether I should actually do a page or not. What happened was Instagram, when I went to appeal it, said that, hey, do you want to appeal this as Africa Renee? And I was like, not really, but okay. I mean, if that's, because it's like it wouldn't let me do anything. So as soon as I said yes, it was like, oh, hey, Africa Renee, how you doing? Welcome to Instagram. Let's begin. And let's begin did not mean the appealing. They were like, girl, did you know you can click here and post things there? And it was like a reintroduction to Instagram, which I haven't really fully learned Instagram or any of the social medias really. So I mean, I probably should have paid attention, but I was just irritated that I couldn't actually appeal it. And I'm getting enough questions about my Instagram that it wouldn't make sense for me not to put it back up, but I just like, I don't want to do that. I mean, I would prefer people to just, if you don't like something about someone's page, or, maybe you're not getting enough attention, or whatever, just go to another page. Just go to a page where you'd be more happy. I don't think that you should be flagging people's pages unless it absolutely needs to be taken down. Like, you see, this guy might actually go into a mall and shoot at people. You might want to flag that one. They've got child, pornography. You might want to flag that one. But the rest of it is like, come on now. People they're just living their lives. Leave us alone. Anyways, I've gotten way off topic. Okay, so the request first for me to wear a white dress and for me to speak a little bit more about these, and because of the thing that's happening, I kind of don't want to speak more about them, but I do want to address the thing that's happening. So what's happening is people are feeling more emboldened to say things to me that are absolutely just disrespectful, and send me things that are absolutely just disrespectful. And I've always kind of wanted to say something about it, but for the most part, I get people that are very respectful trying to communicate with me, and I appreciate that. So I just kind of, it happens so, it's annoying. It's annoying to where I get triggered, but it's like so few and far in between. And it's not, it's just, when I think about it on a scale of how many people aren't disrespecting me like that, when I think about it on that level, I can get past the people that don't really get it. I can usually, but now, even though there's still more people that are pretty respectful, it's more people that are disrespectful and triggering me. Actually, they make it so I don't even want to go into my messages. This weekend, we had more than just a 2-day weekend, so I decided that I would go to Facebook and try and, go to my Facebook page and try and get and catch up in my messages. And it used to kind of let me figure out, maneuver, and get through it so that I would not have to, download my instant messages. But I had to download instant messages, and I feel like they did something better. They made it so, I actually look like I'm offline. I don't know, because I still am getting calls. It just, they're not as many as before, which tells me maybe I do look a little offline. I don't know, but before it was just like off the chain. And still the phone calls are, irritating, but it's not actually slowing everything down now. It kind of slows it down, but it's not as bad as it was before. I still want people to know I don't answer the phone. So it would be great if you wouldn't call me. I don't video chat. I mean, I'm not going to video chat unless I have a reason to video chat. And I feel like I keep digressing, and I am. Okay, so I had to download the instant messages. But what I've found in my messages is more of what I've already said. I'm not comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with people talking to me in the kind of way, and I'm not comfortable with people sending me their penises. I don't want to see them. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's not just me. There's enough women out there saying it that I just don't understand why men, I shouldn't say, and when I say men, I don't mean all of you, because most of you keep it in your pants. I mean, I feel like there's so much of it going on that maybe a lot of men want to pull them out, and they are just, they're resisting. they're keeping it in. And there was a man who is way younger than me, and he asked me if he could send me his penis. He really, really wanted to send me his penis, and this wasn't recent. This was a long time ago. And he asked me if he could send me his penis, and I told him no, thank you. And he was like, but I really want to send you my penis. And and somehow he managed to say all these things respectfully. He was like, and I said, why would you want to send me your penis? And I asked him, why would you want to send me your penis? And he said, it's because usually when he sends his penis to girls or women, they want to bounce on it pretty much. They want to get on it. And I was like, well, I've been around, you know, it's going to take more than a big cock, you know, to make me want to jump on it. That's just, you know, it's like I haven't seen big penises before. I've seen them, I've had them, they're great. But if you're somebody I don't know, I'm not enticed to jump on your penis. That's the point. Like, I don't know you. I don't know you. And fortunately, he respected that. He did come back, and he was like, but I really do want to send it to you. And is there any way you could change your mind? No, I'm not changing my mind. I don't want to see it. So I thank him that he actually did ask. I didn't just open my messages and then there was penises and sex acts, because sometimes, and this is one I don't understand, why are you sending me vaginas? Like, just gaping, just vaginas. I don't understand what that's supposed to do. Like, I don't understand why you're sending me vaginas. You're sending me vaginas, man. And I don't understand, you know, you've got a penis that obviously isn't yours and a vagina that isn't mine, and you're sending me penis and vaginas just going at one another. You're just sending me penises and vaginas going at one another. So I don't want to bring this up, but I have asked some of my friends about it, and they're not really helpful because they don't want to come on here and say anything, but I don't want to bring this up. I'm so sorry. Most of the time I'm getting stuff like that. It's like there's the most of it that I'm getting is coming from Middle Eastern men, and I hate to say that, and but I'm also getting a lot of other things from Middle Eastern men. I'm getting a lot of hearts and the little chihuahua with the hearts and lots of beautiful things. And so most of the Middle Eastern men I feel very sweet and tender, and then you have the other ones that are just really disrespectful. And right now I'm blurry. Just one little step forward will change that whole thing, apparently. So and it's not just that they're sending me these huge penises, these gaping vaginas, these penises and vaginas interacting with one another. They're sending me, oh, I want to have sex with you, and stuff like that. Is that when I say, hey, I'm sorry, I don't want to make you feel a certain way, but I would prefer you not send me those things. They come back with, well, guess what? Why? And then they're like, and I'm like, because I don't want you to send me those things. And then they're like, but I'm your friend. I love you. So I just want to send this to you. And I want you to send stuff back to me. Send me your big TITTIES. Send me a lot of stuff. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, I don't send private pictures or videos. And the calls start. And I'm also sorry, I don't do video chat. So it's like there is a misunderstanding about when someone is telling you they don't like something. A woman is telling you, hey, sir, I don't like that. And then there's this you're trying to convince me of why I should like that and why I should send you my stuff, and why it's just ridiculous. So I don't know if that's a cultural thing. I don't know if um, because I don't know if it, you dictate to women what they want, and that's just the way that it is. But and then culturally, actually, even around the world. So this okay. So the first amount, the biggest group of men that do that is Middle Eastern. Second group, and by far is Nubian men. But Nubian men do it differently. Nubian men will start off with a conversation. Most Nubian men are coming at me quite respectfully. Then you have the others whom will come at me, speaking to me like, they speak to me like this. But they feel that they're being respectful. And I guess they are. They haven't said anything disrespectfully, but they're saying stuff in a way. The things they are saying, you kind of know it's coming. You kind of know it's coming. As soon as I say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not here for that. I don't send pics. I don't send videos. I don't hook up. I don't, because they want to hook up. And actually, the Indian men want to hook up too. Like, everybody wants to just hook up. As soon as the Nubian men find out that I don't want to hook up for whatever reason, they feel totally rejected, and they have to attack. Oh, I just wanted you to suck my, I just wanted you to do this. I just wanted to, my DICK is good, da 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 da. They get insulting. So I'm repeating myself a lot, and I apologize. Okay, and then the third group of men that actually do this and are doing this in a way that is making me question, or is it American women that people use? Is anybody that isn't from America. Most men that aren't from America are being respectful. Out of all the group of men, I think it's only 3 group of men that I'm actually bringing up. Most of you are respectful, but this is the order that when the disrespect is coming, it's mainly coming from this group of men, secondly coming from this group of men, thirdly coming from this group of men, and the third group would be anybody that's not from America. I already said it, but it is if you are, which years ago I questioned that. I was like, do people, because I've had people from other countries just come up to me and say, hey, you want to F? I've never met you before in my life. You have a beautiful accent. And do you want to F? And then there's an offense taken when I say, oh no, thank you. No, I don't want to F. Yeah, thank you. And they're like, why? Why? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? You think you're better than me? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand, and I'm saying like a lot, but it's ridiculous. I don't understand. It makes me think that there's some type of thing going around the world that American women are just loose. All of us are just going to sleep with everybody. And I just want to let you know that American women are human. I watch documentaries, and in every country that I've seen, you have your nightlife. You have women that do a little extra. They do a little extra in every culture. They do a little extra because you've got to pay the bills, and you can't depend on men all the time, especially if you got to worry about being beaten or some kind of. You got to take care of you. You got to take care of your family. Maybe they kicked you out of the house. Maybe you run away. I don't know, but there are women everywhere that do a little extra. That's just around the world. That's just how it is. Okay, but there are women around the world that won't. Majority of the women, because of the way the stigma that is put about women, that will do those things is so harsh that a lot of us just don't. And we're no different out here in America. In America, we're a bit more free than we used to be. When I was coming up, we're a bit more, like than I was coming up, but it's still most of us. You can't just walk up to us and just be like, "Hey, want to F?" And we're gonna be like, "Yeah." And most of us, you can't send us your penis and not have us be offended. I I don't understand. Like, please don't send me your penis. Don't send any woman your penis. Find out first if she wants to see it, because I've said this before in another video and I'm going to say it again. Even vaginas are offensive if you're not expecting them. They are different. Vaginas are beautiful, but if you're not expecting them, they're going to be like, that's so different. Oh my gosh. You're just minding your own business. You're just relaxing, and then you're swiping left or whatever you're doing, and then all of a sudden, and you're not even looking for it, and then someone DMs you, bam, vagina that you did not expect. You don't know this vagina. You didn't expect this vagina. And unfortunately, you're going to be like, most guys are like, most people are like, when they aren't expecting it, it's like, ugh. And I've seen it. I've seen it when women are having a moment and they take off their clothes and they're just walking out. These are beautiful women. These are beautiful women. But because she's doing it and it wasn't expected, the men have the most horrid things to say about her. When I'm looking at her, we're all looking at her. She's having a crazy moment, but she's hot. What are you talking about? She's hot. But you didn't expect her nudity. And so it feels invasive. And that's the same thing with your penis. I love penis. Penis is a wonderful thing. I'm not, it's not my life. Even when I was working, I remember telling people, hey, I'm human. If you wouldn't just walk up to a woman and say certain things or do certain things, that's exactly how you want to treat me. You wouldn't just walk up to a woman off the street you didn't know and present her with your penis. Some men would, most men wouldn't, because we're not going to like it. You're not going to walk up to a woman and say, hey, suck my penis, or hey, I just want to put it into you. I just want to put it in you. Hey, lady, sit on my face. You're not going to just walk up to a woman and say these things or just whip it out. Some of you would, but most of you wouldn't, for a reason. They're going to feel like they've just been attacked. They're going to feel like you've just invaded all over them. You just don't do that. And that's the same thing that happens in direct message. If you don't know a woman, you don't send her a penis. If you don't know a woman, you don't send her a vagina. You don't send her penises and vaginas interacting with one another. You just don't do it. It is better if you have a conversation with her first and you build up something. She might be the type of woman that'll go for it, because the guy with the big penis who was telling me, hey, I'd like to send you my penis. He said most of the time women want to bounce on it. I don't know who he's targeting. But if he asked them like he asked me, maybe they said yes. And he hasn't actually sent his penis without permission to women. Maybe he did and didn't have a good experience, and so that's why he asks. So if he's asking women and women are saying yes right away, then that's different. But you guys aren't even asking. You're just assuming that I don't know if you're. Some guy said to me, some guy said to me, he said to me, I said, why are you sending me your penis? He said, because I want to make you horny. I want you to know that when I see a penis that I don't know, I'm not familiar with, I don't feel horny, I feel disgusted. I do. And that's not saying that your penis is disgusting. That is saying that private areas, they're pretty, they're not the cutest thing. If I'm horny, I can think about them, and they can be quite beautiful, but if I'm not expecting them, they just get all distorted. Vaginas, penises, anuses, if you're not expecting these things, they get all distorted. So a woman, if you're going to entice her and make her want to bounce on it, you do better with words. And it's not a guarantee, but you'd do better with words. You do better calling her beautiful. You do better wishing her a good day. You do better, um, building up a rapport. And if you don't have to build up because you're looking at this woman now, some women right off the bat, I know they're out there. I know they exist because there was a woman who, not just a woman, there was a few women. The first woman who did it, I was just blown away. I was shocked because I was asking myself, why do men think that this is okay? And then I get women inboxing me, actual women inboxing me, telling me about how they do things. This is how they do it. And they just invite people to their house and they just want to F. And I'm like, okay, I'm listening and I'm thinking that's not very safe. I'm glad you made it, girl. I'm glad you keep making it. But that's not very safe. And I've gotten it enough times with the women that I can see, yes, there are women out there that would receive your penis and would love it, but I feel like when you go on to their pages, they kind of let you know that's what they want. They speak a certain way. They say things. They say certain things. They do certain things that let you believe, okay, I would suggest even checking with them before. I mean, some of them are just out with, they're just out with it. Hey, you want to F? Okay, well, that's pretty, that's clear. That's clear. I had a friend who used to, I don't know if she still does, but I have a friend who was just blatant with it. That's not most of my friends. Most of my friends aren't like that, but there are women that are making it clear that that's what they want. This is so weird having this conversation because I would actually like to be speaking back and forth to someone. Honestly, I would like for the group of men that, I brought up, I just want to know why. So if you're Middle Eastern and this is what you do, you will have a woman that you did not know open up her instant messages or email and open it up to all kinds of penis. I want to know why. I want to know why. I want to know how to video chat the group of us and record that because I don't know how to do that. I want to know why, and I want you to understand something maybe that you didn't understand. Maybe I need to understand something that I didn't understand, and maybe you can understand something that you didn't understand. And men that are my brothers, Nubian men, why? If you see a woman that isn't carrying herself a certain way, I can be butt naked. I can be butt naked, and that doesn't mean that I'm giving you an invitation. There's a difference. And I know you're men and you think about things a certain way, but you're also grown. You're grown enough to know better. Like I can't excuse you just because. I am not going to excuse you just because. Like a woman should be able to wear whatever. I don't care how exposed she is. That's not an invitation, and that's something most of you are old enough to know. You're old enough to know that. So why are you approaching women with this stuff? And then when you get rejected, you say the most horrid things. You say the most horrid things. First of all, there's enough women out there, Nubian women, Caucasian women, Mexican women, that carry themselves in a way that, you might be able to get away with that. But if you are approaching a woman that doesn't carry herself that way, why get mad when she isn't down? Obviously she wasn't down. Obviously. You have to come at her another way than you probably would another woman. You're coming at her another way. There's something that's different. If a girl isn't like, I'm nut in my just she's not like that, maybe just leave her alone or ask her. And if she isn't down with just chilling, or she isn't down with whatever you are trying to get, just back away. Why do you have to be insulting after that? And I mean, I do want to know why that is, honestly. Like, if I could group chat with a few of you, not the ones that are respectful, because there are so many that are respectful. It's crazy. And Middle Eastern men and men just around the world. I if you are a respectful man, which is most of you, and I appreciate you so much. If you're a respectful man, I'm I am not trying to ask you because I don't even know if you know why. I don't even know if you know why men do these things. Like, I don't even know if you know why. But if you are a person who does these things, you happen to think all American women are easy. Well, tell me why. Like, what happened? What's going on in your country that you believe that all American women are easy? What's going on? Why? What's the rumor? What's going on over there? What are people telling you? If you are a Nubian man and you think that it's okay, or you feel like, I don't know, really, I don't know what that whole thing is about. Like, I would like to talk to you. I want to find out, you know, uh, why that's okay. And if you're Middle Eastern, and I don't mean Middle Eastern sweet, Middle Eastern sweet, send me the little poodle with the hearts, and you're sending me like flowers and little beautiful words, and you're saying things. Like, sometimes I see the little Middle Eastern words, and I don't understand what they're saying, and I'm kind of like, oh, thank you. And then later, I recognize a little translate thing there, and I'll hit translate, and it'll be like something horror or something like that, and I'll just delete and block. And that's what I do a lot of. I delete and block. I do it a lot. There are probably people on my YouTube that I've blocked from my Facebook because I do it. I just do it. If I'm telling you I don't appreciate something and you are going to persist, you know, then I'm going to delete and block you. Obviously, this isn't going to work. But there are some people who send me things like that, and I say, hey, you know, I'm uncomfortable with that. They say, oh, I'm sorry, and you know, and they let it go. They don't get deleted and blocked. That they just don't. But yeah, I want to know. I want to know why. I want to know why. Why are you sending your penises without women's permission? Why are you getting upset at me when I don't want your penis, or I don't want to send you this? I don't want to send you pictures of my boobs. And right now it's so hot inside my messages and in my email that I already have anxiety. Like, I already have a hard time going through those things, but then knowing that now there's just a lot of penises and disrespectful words, that it's not like you're trying to be that way, but I feel like you think it's okay. You think I'm okay with it. That's what I think. And then when I tell you that I'm not okay with it, the whole argument back, I'm not okay with it. Like, I'm not okay with it. I'm so not okay with it. And I know it's confusing because I've got the boobs, and because of my old job, because, you know, some people, I don't know how many times I have to say it, that's not my job at this point in time. It's possible I might go back, but at this point, that's not my job, and I can't be doing things that could risk this job at all. But yeah, I'm not. That's not my job. But actually, even when this was my job, I had this conversation, and I think I'm going around in circles because I didn't actually outline anything, and that is something that I do. I should have, to help me keep on track, I should have outlined things that I want to speak about. But it's so frustrating. But fortunately, most of you aren't like that. Even with that the pressure of my breasts present on my shoulders. See that? I mean, I'm talking about, like, I don't even have meat here. Like, I have just a little bit of meat here, and then it was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna send her my penis, and I'm gonna do these things and say these things. I mean, it's not an invitation. It's not an invitation. It's only an invitation when you actually have an invitation. When you actually have an invitation, that's when it's an invitation. But you know, I don't know. I'm going around in circles. It's late, and I hope that this video was okay, because I know I'm frustrated, so it probably was odd. Oh, I shouldn't say frustrated. I'm a little triggered. I was frustrated when I was actually going through my messages. The other thing is, there's too many messages in Facebook. Like, I try to go through them all. There's no way I can get through them all. Like, there's no way. There's no way. So if you sent me a message like months and months ago and you want me to see it sooner than that, try and send me another message. Try and send me another message. And just in case you don't know, I'm going to say this again. I don't do video chat. It seems personal to me. It seems like something I would do with somebody I knew, or it seems like something I would do with someone if we were trying to set up some type of arrangement, if I was going to make money from it. But right now, I'm not trying to make money from it. Why? Because I don't need anything floating around that could get me fired from my regular job. Okay, because that isn't steady. And my paycheck, although it's small, it's steady. And I'm not in a position where I can go from steady to not steady. So right now, I have no reason to be answering the phone. I don't know you. And just because we're friends on Facebook doesn't mean that we know each other. And if you are American, you know that. If you're Canadian, you know that. But if you are from other countries, for whatever reason, I don't understand, but you hit that, I hit that accept button, all of a sudden we're best friends, and we are so close, we can do all kind of things together. We can video chat and have video sex. You can send me your penis and I can send you my nana, and it's just all good. We just do all this stuff for free, and we just do all this stuff because we're just nasty. And that's just how it is. I'm nasty, but I have boundaries. I'm human. Like every other woman, most of us, you know, we have these points where we, you know, and when I let you know a boundary, like, you know, I don't want you to feel bad about yourself, but I have a boundary. I'm going around in circles, and I'm so sorry. Okay. Just have an awesome, awesome day. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments about this subject, please leave them down there, because I really, I don't know. You see, I'm just, you know, about this subject, I'm just like, what the F about it? So maybe you can give me some information about it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. You know? I don't. So, bye. I'm so sorry. I just like vented that whole time. I'm so sorry.